Yeah, like lucid living. It's because lucid living leads to lucid dreaming, right?
Yes. So as I said at the beginning, that, you know, why stop at lucid dreaming? Like many people enjoy the freedom of dreaming and the freedom and control of their dreams and flying around and everything. I don't, since we live with 6 billion other perceptions, we have, a lot less freedom to change the rules of gravity, or, whatever force is keeping us on this circular rock, is that we can't put our finger on quite yet, but we're getting closer. We've sensed the supermassive black hole, the trillions of stars around our galaxy and the trillions of other galaxies, kind of like a tornado of something that can't be touched, but it's some sort of intention that I believe that we're all a part of. I always say, like, just because our umbilical cords are cut doesn't mean they are ever completely severed. So you have that ability to tap into that source of who you actually are at any moment, and you can create better futures for yourself. You don't have to accept negative realities and negative versions of reality for yourself. If something bad happens, you just need to not mind it. You need to use the words "I don't mind" and cut it off like a balloon and let it fly away. And then, from there, you have more freedom to move around. If you attach yourself to the negative situations that occur, then you actually bring about more negativity, because you create a pattern of identification to negativity. So it's better to live life without attachment to making judgments so quickly about this or that, because it will help you out in the long run, basically.
Yeah, yeah, like I said earlier, reality is what you make of it.
Yeah, definitely is. And that's the sad thing is a lot of scientists or people that claim to be scientific really don't look at the reality in an objective light. They already have their assumptions. They carry with their assumptions, their opinions, their arrogance, and they wear it like a chip on their shoulder. And they like to browbeat people down and like to look better than others, and always like to downplay people's ideas instead of looking at their idea from a different perspective and like saying, you know what, that's pretty cool. I'd like to look more into that. They immediately discount it or call it absurd. But every idea has been called absurd, and even the most absurd ideas are now considered reality. So it's 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 pretty strange that I see people that can claim to be open-minded but are actually really not.
Yeah, yeah, I know the kind of people you're talking about.
So for a Dreamview's website, I would expect people to be a little bit more open-minded. So if anyone who's listening that is kind of closed-minded about certain topics, you're on a Dreamview's site. You're talking about something you cannot explain with physical evidence. Like a dream cannot be shown to anyone. We all take it for granted that dreams exist, and we believe each person is having a dream. Yet, like, that's the same thing as saying, everyone, we believe everyone else has a spirit or has an essence to them that makes them them and you. So if you can take someone, take someone's word for it, and take someone's, for the benefit of the doubt, just give them credence for one area, why are you going to draw the line at some other area and say that doesn't exist? How can you say with definitive proof that it does or does not exist when you have no proof that your dreams and even yourself existing? You only know you exist in your thoughts, but you have no way to prove to anyone that you exist either. You can show them your pulse, you can show them your body moving, but it's no different from a body of a star moving, or no different from, water moving. There's no separation, really. You only draw the separations with your mind, eye, and your perception.
Yeah, I agree. So if you're closed-minded out there, just try to be a little more open-minded. It'll be better for you.
Yeah, it's better when you take the blinders off, you start to see things in a whole new light.
hmm So, what do you think your lucid dream count is, approximately?
Innumerable. I don't really have a way to guess that. That would be kind of like saying, how many times have you breathed up until now? It'd be like, yeah, I don't know where to begin. It's not that I've had as many as I've had breaths, but it's definitely a lot.
Okay. Is there anything in terms of dream control which you have trouble doing?
Have trouble doing. Um, uh, Not really. I mean, I've never everything I've set out to do, I've always done in some way or another. I've never woken up like feeling regret or feeling like, damn, I should have tried this or I didn't try this, I couldn't do this. Always when I realize it's a dream, I'm able to strip away any boundary or limitation that I sense. So whatever I want to do, I do.
Hmm. Yeah. So, well, I'm out of questions, so I guess we're done with this interview this
Well,
time.
I'd like to add one last thing. Just everyone, real quick, if you, I mean, I want to pose maybe perhaps the last question is to ask people what their favorite word is, because words create the reality we live in. So when people say, I'm not this or I'm not that, they actually create that limitation around themselves and actually become not this and not that. So when you say, I can't do this or I can't do that, so you actually create the world you live in through the words you use. So finding out what someone's favorite word is really creates the persona of that person. So I'll start that off as a thing. Basically, my favorite word is meaning, and I would say meaning is everything. Meaning can't be housed in even the word meaning. If you say, what is the meaning of meaning? It points to many other words that point to many other words, and they require you to know what those mean. So automatically, by saying the word meaning, everyone comes back to the basics and realizes that they decide what everything is or is not, and they are the decider of everything. And that is the true power where this reality lies. So if you take the time out to realize that words create your reality, please do that.
Yeah, so anyone watching this video, go ahead and leave a comment on what your favorite word is and maybe why that is. Put a little interactivity in this interview.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we're done here. You have anything else to close with?
No, that's about it. I have a YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/cyclic13. If you check it out, it's a bunch of informative videos about different open-ended ideas.
Yeah, I'll put a link to that in the sidebar, and I believe I'm already subscribed to you.
Ah, cool.
So, there we go. So we'll see you viewers next time.
Take it easy, guys.